David with True Transportation. Today we're gonna talk about this Uber app. Now I know y'all have seen me on here a few times, and I know you probably see videos on the internet about drivers, the complaints about pay and the stuff that they do. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit about the rides that I take, the ones I don't accept on here, and why I do some private rides. If you're in this gig game and you're doing Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, whatever it may be, and you are working for yourself, you cannot rely on any of these companies to make sure that you're being fed. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the trips that I did over on New Year's Eve, so you guys can kind of see what they were and the ones that I take. Most of the stuff that I did that evening was outside of here, but I'm gonna show you guys some of the ones that I did take. So let me see. Yeah, so total 8 hours that I was online. I actually didn't work 8 hours that night, but my phone was on, just kind of seeing what was out there. If it made sense for me to take it, I would take it, right? So go to details, earnings activity. All right, so you can see on here that some of these rides were canceled out, canceled out. This one, the top one, I canceled out because I took that one on the outside. It didn't make sense to let the app screw me. They were charging this customer $170 and were trying to pay me 80. I said, no. I met the customer at 140, or actually it was 130, and ended up tipping me $20, and that one turned into a $150 trip. And I'll show you guys the proof of that from Venmo. All right. But if you look at most of my trips on here, I have a mile, point 0.7, 4 minute ride, $15.81. These are the only rides that I'll take via the app unless something else makes sense to like do on the outside. Um, and then you go down here, this Uber XL. This is literally half a mile, a little bit more than half a mile, $16. And obviously there was a surge on there. Cool, whatever. That made sense. Another Uber XL that I canceled. Uber Black, 1.27 miles. This is $22.06 for a mile, 5 minutes. All right. If you're gonna be doing black, these are the only rides that make sense. And I know it's gonna be market dependent, but don't take the garbage. If it's gonna be something far and you know they're screwing you, cancel, convert the ride. If you're on Uber Black, you already got commercial insurance because they require you to have it. Okay. So on here, this one is $25.31 for 1.68 miles, 8 minutes. Is not bad. Another $16 XL, 1.7 miles, 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes. This black right here is a little bit lower, but $12 for a mile. It's not bad. It's like 10, $11 a mile. I'll take it. And then you go down, another $13 XL. That was the shortest trip that I've ever had in my life. Someone had dropped her off on a corner somewhere, on a corner. Dropped this lady off on the corner because she was trying to find a speakeasy, which is normally hidden somewhere, and there was construction that the other driver wasn't really gonna, navigate around. I said, I know exactly where she's going. I've been over before, so I went through the cones and stuff and made sure she got to where she needed to go. All right, so there's another XL, $17, 1.6 miles. Was this Uber XL? This one was 12.78 miles. The only reason why I took this ride is because I had one of my private customers that I had took back up to New Albany where I stay at. And this was like getting back downtown where the action was. So I'm like, okay, I'll make a little bit of money on the way, so I'm not just dead miling back. Took that ride and actually it was okay for 12 miles. But being in a black truck, those numbers right there should have been a 60 or 70 minute ride, but I took it. Gave my business card. I ended up getting them on the outside. Got another black down here, 6 minutes, 2.34 miles. $15.81 for 1.1 mile or 1.3 miles. $32 for 4.2 miles, right? So it was a $9 tip on there, $11 surge. If it weren't for either one of those being on there, it wouldn't have made sense. And the only reason why I took it is because of the surge, and I was still just outside of the downtown area, so it got me back up in the action. So I took the ride, but it ended up being an okay ride for 4 miles. $9 tip, $11 surge. I'll take it. And then they got this garbage advantage mode stuff on here. I don't ever qualify for advantage mode, but they put me into that category for the night because they knew it was busy and they were trying to get the rides taken care of. So this is my entire night for New Year's. Most of the stuff that I took was going to be a mile, maybe 2 miles. We did a couple that were, outside of that. But if you look at what I made on here, 8 hours that says I was on, I really didn't work 8 hours. Most of the rides that I took got me to this 235 here, but they were all, a mile or less. Okay. So if you're doing Uber Black or Uber at all, these are the type of rides you should be looking for. Uber X, XL, the pay is going to be a little bit different, but the whole goal here is to say, okay, if I'm going to do this for them, how can I do it for myself? If you know you have a clean car, you're a really good driver, you keep water, snacks inside, where there are a lot of drivers out there that will say, don't do that, it's a waste of money. But I'm telling you, if you spend the time, do it for a year and build up your clientele and show them that if they drive with you, that they have these things, even if they don't want them. Like I load my cart with snacks maybe once. Sometimes I restock twice a month, and I'll spend maybe $60, at BJ's, Costco, Sam's Club, whatever it may be. This right here is how you get people to say, you know what? Even though I don't want the stuff that's in his car, at least it's there when they need it. Hand sanitizer, condoms, tampons, breath mints, mouthwash, anything you think of, colognes and things like that, chips, granola bars, protein bars, beef jerky. People love the beef jerky. It's one of the most non-healthy things out there for you, but people love the jerky, so I don't mind spending the money on it because I know I'm gonna get it back in tips. All right. So if you're working New Year's and you're feeling a little bit discouraged, disappointed, just know that the money can be made and that you should only set the rides through the app that are going to make sense. They're going to put money in your pocket, and you should always, always, always be advertising your business.